Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome. For an icebreaker speech, I could very easily stand in front of you today and just list topics about my life, give you information about myself. For example, I'm a Christian. I'm really involved in my church. I'm a wife. I'm a dog mom. I love hanging out with my family and friends on the weekends. I'm also an accomplished athlete. I went to the University of Houston on a full-ride D1 volleyball scholarship.
Go kids.
Go Cougs, yes. I'm also a personal trainer and health coach, and I have been for almost 10 years now. I went to school for public health, and I got my master's degree in public health from the UT School of Public Health. I'm passionate about helping others change their lifestyles and cultivate a healthier lifestyle. And I'm also a master trainer and a master instructor, which means I get to travel the country and teach personal trainers how to excel in their career. Now, all of these facts are true. They might be interesting, at least some of them to you, but the real problem is that all of these facts, this information, doesn't change anything for you. It doesn't inspire you. It doesn't motivate you. And the reason that I joined Toastmasters is because I want to become a transformational speaker. So in an attempt to do that today, I'm going to share with you a story about my life, a lesson that I learned along the way, and I'm going to leave you with a question to ponder for the rest of the day. So let's dive into the story. I have always followed the same pattern in my life. Set a goal, make a plan of action for how I'm going to achieve that goal, execute, achieve the goal, and do it over again. And round and round and round this cycle of overachievement goes. Do I have any fellow overachievers, high achievers, go-getters in the room? Yes, I would expect that most of you would be. So you might relate to this story. It should become no surprise to you that my career followed the same path. I entered the field of personal training, which put me among the ranks of, I think it's about 200,000 personal trainers in the United States. There are quite a few of us. And I immediately figured out what is the top for me. Where can I go in this career? And for me, that was to become a master instructor for the National Academy of Sports Medicine. That would put me in a group of only 30 people out of all of those personal trainers to get to that level. So I did what I always do. I set a goal, I figured out my plan of attack, and I achieved it by the age of 30. Can you imagine reaching your long-term career goal at 30 years old? It's amazing, right? I should have been soaring on the clouds, exhilarated, just beyond enthusiastic. And I truly was for a moment, until I realized I didn't have a next goal to set. As quickly as I rose to the top, I shot down to the bottom. Not only that, but I had run so hard and so fast for so long to reach this goal that I was burnt out. I was absolutely exhausted. And it was actually physically and emotionally painful to go to work every day, to put a smile on my face and tell my clients that I was excited to be there. The career that had filled me with so much joy and fulfillment now became a burden in my life. And I lived that way for over a year. It was excruciating. But looking back on that, I like to think about the many lessons that I learned along the way. Now, I learned several things about myself, but there's one lesson in particular that I would like to share with all of you today. I was listening to an interview with Kobe Bryant several weeks ago, and he was talking about his success and his climb to the rise at his career. And I thought that what he shared was really interesting. He talked about how he had early mornings, he had late nights, he gave and gave until he felt like he had nothing left, and then he gave a little bit more. And he said what he realized was that it was in those moments, in the struggle, in the sweat, in the hard work, this is the dream. The journey is the dream. You see, the mistake that I made was that I attached my success and my happiness to a specific destination. And I jumped from destination to destination. Everything in between was a complete blur. I missed it all. I missed that entire journey on the way to my peak of my career. In those moments, I spent a lot of time in prayer. And I felt God saying to me, okay, Kinsey, you did this your way. You reached every goal that you set out to reach. Are you ready to do it my way? And I felt like that was God saying to me, buckle up your seatbelt, girlfriend. It's going to be the ride of your life. And if I can tell you one thing for sure, it's that this time, I am going to take in the chocolate box views along the way, and I am not going to miss a thing. So I told you a little story about my simultaneous peak and crushing low in my career. I shared with you the important lesson that I learned, that it's the journey, not the destination, that's the dream. And now I have one question for all of you. I want you to think about your goals, your hopes, your dreams. And every single day I want you to ask yourself, what do I want to live for today? The journey or the destination? Thank you.